All right, there we go. We are live once again. As you can see, we are playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. As you can see, my controller though, there it is. All right, I was about to say I just had it a minute ago. What am I thinking? I'm feeling like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm forgetting. Oh yeah. All right. There we go. All right. So let's continue where we left off last time. Yeah. But we're knocking out lots of side quests, finishing up a whole bunch of them, in fact. Yep. Yep. Now, I think I'm gonna move into a voice acted side quest. Let me scroll down here. I'm actually checking the Stargate thing real quick. What did we do last time? Was it Epiphany? Crap, I don't remember. I think it might have been Epiphany. Yeah, let's do Stargate, Atlantis, Epiphany. Yeah, it was Epiphany. All right. So, excuse me. Epiphany. I think that means that's the end of that disc, right? Yeah, I'll have to get another disc ready to stream. I'll do that at another point.
Whoa!
But yeah, I'll have to get another disc ready and
This
do the scan of it and everything. Make sure everything's above board. Well, let's decide which quest we're gonna do. Actually, I think I'll start by checking to see if there's any side quests here. Sometimes quests are part of a chain or something like that. That happens where I click on this and then it finish something and it adds another new one over here. All right, we're good. So let's take a look at the map and then decide which quest to do. I believe I'm going to do this level 30 quest is what was my decision last night. Have I gotten Boxy to heart level 2? I didn't even realize there's like no the Bozy right there. I haven't even done 2 yet. All right. So I was gonna start with some voice acted quests, but I think I'm gonna get every heart to heart that's not level 3 to level 3. Because I really don't like doing this game's heart to hearts. They're boring. But it is what it is. It's really that I don't dislike doing them. It's more like they're just not interesting. Unfortunately. Like they just don't talk about interesting stuff. We'll knock out every single one that has something to do with have you heard? Different people require different things. Like these guys require a dog, and the last one I did required a dog too, so I still have the dog equipped. We'll look at all the heart to hearts, do any of them, like this arena here that requires a dog, and that after that we'll switch back to the cat, and then we'll do the require the cat and whatnot too. All right, so Excuse me. Alright. What? Isn't it afternoon now? Oh, he's on my team, isn't he? Alright. Lowest. Let's throw her in there. Got the full heart, so someone with low hearts too. There we go. All right, so it'll be these guys here. I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure when I'm doing heart to hearts, no one else is there technically. What? Still not there. The hell is going on? What is going on? Evening dog first. Well, it's not going to show that unless I've done the first. Why does it have that? Okay, well, where is it? Click on it. The member cannot be in the active party, please. He's not in the active party though. I literally don't have anybody. Okay. Seems like a glitch or something. Let's just reload the zone, maybe.
Did you hear?
Yes. Well,
What the fuck? Oh, okay, he's here now. In the evening. Wait, is it evening and not afternoon? What the fuck? I could have swore that said afternoon and not evening. Okay. Then why the hell when I tried to talk to it did it say the problem was that he was in my party? This game, make up your damn mind game. I am incredibly confused. All right. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, let's make this a lot easier.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just heard a relevant man, what the hell, man? Thing without my throat. I just had a revelation while looking at this dog. Will you hear me out? Despite the valiant effort of the Interceptors division, indigents remain a persistent threat as ever. There we go.
1, 2,
The gates of New LA have stood strong so far, but they are no means impregnable. You know the dog guardian statues of the east. I think we should install one of them on the side gates, thereby warding off beasts of the Buddha with the Buddha's power. He doesn't even understand that there's supposed to be 2 per gate. The statues are mere superstition, you say, and they aren't dogs but lions. You see, well, I suppose placing lions at defensively significant locations is equally inspired. Truly, the mysticism of the East is beyond compare. I thank you for your correction and bow to your extensive knowledge on the subject. What? The hell is he talking about? I thought he was supposed to be some... I don't know what you call it. I'm always looking for ways to harness the power of the Buddha in New LA's benefits. Sadly, I haven't found a good way of doing so. Perhaps this sort of thing is not my forte. But it might be yours. Well then, how can we illuminate the city with the light of and love of Buddha? Suggest building a giant Buddha. Holy fuck. Putting a giant Buddha in LA's center. Okay. Fill your heart with love and tell Buddhists that it's not the way. It's not the way. Oh, just now as the light cast a halo behind you, I saw a vision of Buddha upon your face. But of course, that's my answer. The Buddha's path is not about physical things. It's about finding enlightenment within each of us. What a fool I've been. I've never needed such things as lions and dogs and statues. Thank you. I will remember this teaching of the Buddha forever, and I use it to protect New LA by pulverizing all who would stand against us. And I'll be counting on you to watch over me with that uncanny Buddha-like gaze. What in the hell? Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, he's religious without being religious. It's... He's a grown-ass man. It's like someone trying to pretend. It's like someone trying to pretend that they're religious. It's very weird.
Listen.
Course arena. Like I don't. That was strange. What was that heart to heart, dude? All right, hold on. Let me get some water, man. My throat is killing me. How's it going, Private Tomcat? All right, I'm back. I got a refill here. Let's see. Soren showed up. How's it going, Soren? And we got Daily here too. How's it going, man? I already said hi to Prophet Tomcat as I was walking away, but just in case you didn't hear me, how's it going? There is my throat spray. There we go. All right. Take a drink. Check my phone. Huh? In that little tiny thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's pretty weird. Because I turned off my GPS, my phone. There we go. While I was getting my huh? Oh, because I'm in the menu. While I was getting my oh wait, I need to get her off my team, don't I? Oh, thank you, Storm. While I was getting my refill in here, up there, my roommate, I told my roommate my idea about the GameStop thing, because he's taking apart some old towers, and I was like, I told him, have you heard about the GameStop? You would like trade in anything? And I told him my little idea for someone to get a date. All right, I decided on arena, right? There she is. This was it, right? Yep, that's the one. Well, I'm not gonna do it, Soren. I was just bringing it up. I'm not interested in that thing, that type of thing. There's of all the GameStops I've gone to around here, there's none of the women that work in them would I be. The primary reason is that in every single case they're one of the worst employees in that store, and I don't like dealing with them. I prefer the other employees of the store because they do their job.
Guess what?
You never. Yeah, they're pretty lazy. Like 2 of the GameStops around here have a lady working in them, and both of the ladies are very lazy people. Extraordinarily lazy. Like it's the biggest of burdens that customers make them do their job. Like I remember one of them, like I ordered a game on the website because I was like, oh, they're having a big sale on this game. Oh yeah, it was the Mario RPG. It was the Mario RPG game. On the website, it was $20 for a brand new copy of Mario RPG. But for some reason, in the store, it was full price. So I ordered it on the website, so I only had to pay 20 bucks. And then doing the, I picked the store that was one of the stores that was close to me, and all I had to do was go to the store and pick it up, right? So I ordered it. And everything went through. I got the confirmation, everything's done. The money was taken out of my account and everything. And after all that happened, I called up the store and I was like, hey, I just ordered a copy of Super Mario RPG. It says it sometimes takes a while for it to be ready or something like that. And she's like, yeah, I'm looking at it right here. We'll have it ready in a couple hours. We'll send you an email. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, wait, I don't understand.
Listen.
Like, really? It's gonna take you a couple of hours to hand me a copy? If I came into the store and bought a copy of the game, how long would it take for me to get that copy of that game? And I'm like laughing, and she's like, I don't know, it's gonna take a couple of hours. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I hung up, and it literally was a couple hours later before I received a fucking email saying that I could come pick the game up. It was a fucking Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, like around 11 something, that I sent out the thing. Like, what the there was no, like, literally nobody. It's fucking GameStop on a Tuesday around 11 something. Unless there's some kind of big opening fucking first day ever thing, nobody's gonna be there. Like, she was like, nah, I'm just leaving that shit to the last minute. I'm gonna just stand around and do fucking nothing for 2 hours. It's like, holy shit, this is like, it was one of that was one of the laziest fucking things I've ever seen an employee at a job ever do. I mean, everyone's been to a game store. We all know how long it takes to get a copy of a fucking video game at GameStop. It's somewhere between 1 second and 10 seconds.
You hear?
Like, if I walked into that store and I picked up a copy, like, if I wanted to be an asshole, I could have did that. I just walked into the store, picked up a copy of Super Mario RPG, and then put it on the counter, because there'd be nobody in line, like there never is. I walk into the store, I pick up a fucking copy of Super Mario RPG, I put it on the counter. They come over to the thing, they open up the drawer, they pull out a copy of the game, and then I would go, oh yeah, I'm the one who ordered it online. like, oh yeah, so apparently it only takes 5 fucking seconds and not 2 hours. What in the fuck? But I'm not like, I'm not trying to like just be an asshole for no reason, so I didn't bother doing something like that. But I guarantee that shit would have worked. I guarantee, like, what the fuck, man? The other thing I was tempted to do was just go there with a fucking camera and just hang out in the store for 2 hours. just hang out in the store for 2 hours and secretly recording. what the employees are doing for 2 fucking hours. Because I guarantee if I posted that shit on social media, like there'd be all kinds of backlash, and like GameStop would probably try to give me free shit to remove the post or something. But like I said, I'm not trying to cause trouble. But it was an absolutely astronomically insane amount of fucking laziness that I have never fucking witnessed from any person at a job site. I've seen some lazy motherfuckers. I mean, people who like literally just go into work, clock in, and then go to sleep. But to tell a paying customer that they gotta wait a couple of hours for something that would take them literally 5 seconds to give you, and for no reason, like they're not doing anything, that's crazy. Yeah, so as I said, I am well and truly not interested in the slightest fucking amount in any of the girls here. I guarantee that would make someone's day. That would be a very, very interesting way to ask somebody out. The whole anything, trade in anything GameStop thing. Why am I looking at this so much? I don't know why. I just keep looking at it. And now it's too late. Like I stand around talking about all that and the time passed.
Hey, what are you looking at?
The hell's that sound? Did you hear that? You think that was supposed to be the robot? The dog, I mean? Just who I wanted to see. That dog of yours was wandering around, so I tried to bring him back to your place. But then he started barking and growling at me like some kind of mad indigent. I might Soren if I can think of something interesting enough. What in the hell's wrong with that mutt? Say you're sorry for not training him better. You're making the dog feel threatened. I'm gonna scold her. I made him feel threatened. I didn't do anything. You got him cornered. What do you mean you didn't do anything? You got an animal cornered, lady. You're definitely doing something stupid. I just approached him as slowly as I could and tried to gently put my hand on one of his ears. He is standing in a corner, lady. Oh, forget it. I just wish I could handle dogs the way you and Lynn do. You gotta teach me the trick. I mean, I'm an interceptor who squares off against indigents all day, you know? Can't be that hard. If I knew your trick, I'm sure I could win over at least one of the dogs in the city. Teach aggressiveness. Tell Arena that the secret is to charge right in at the dog while screaming loudly. What the fuck? Advise Arena that to lower your guard and reveal her true self. Advise Arena to woo the dog with food. This will work 9 times out of 10. Doesn't work on all of them, especially dogs that are trained for it not to work with. But 9 out of 10 dogs, probably more than 9 out of 10, probably 99 out of 100. You can win any damn dog over with enough bribes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'll just give it the rest of my ration. Hey, here you go, buddy. Hey, don't just give it random food. Is your ration like an edible food for the dog? Your food could be poisonous. Here you go, buddy. One dense, flavorless nutrient bar. It doesn't smell very good or taste good, actually, but it is full of minerals and junk. He won't even touch it. And I think he actually hates me more than he did before. Damn it, I'm never gonna be able to pet a dog. I just want to cuddle a pet once in my freaking life. Is it too much to ask? Intensifier, huh?
Guess what?
Survey award. Wait, what? Survey. I'm confused. Survey rate. Oh, because I got 35%. I see.
Guess what?
All right, let's see if there's any more. Lay doggos. Before we switch over to cats.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's another one right there. All right, let's do lens.
Hey, listen.
Cup of tea. I should probably have something like that too for my throat. All right. Hey DLC gamer, how's it going, man? Ah, no, I almost got hit.
Those humans.
Lots of random people walking around here.
No. Oops.
This little pup seemed lonely, so I took him for a walk. He wouldn't stop licking my face, and now it's all sticky and gross. Plus, it smells like jerky. Wait, we have jerky? But that's okay because he's so darn cute. The Blade Barracks are way more fun now that he's around.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, VIP Jim. 6 pounds of taco meat and 2 colas. I love me some tacos. Taco, taco, taco. Agreed that he's made coming home more fun. Complain about how much work it is to care for him. What? It's no work at all. He's a robot dog. Yeah, and I think he loves being here. Have you seen how hard his little tail wags when you come home? Hey, I have an idea. Tricks, I bet you'd be a great teacher, right? And it'll be easy with a student who's so eager to impress. Okay, so the trick do you want to start with? I guess shaking hands would be the most basic, but I'll leave it to you. Flips, teach Lynn. Offer Lynn your hand and say shake. Not me, the dog. I couldn't help it, dude. Seriously, is that how you think of me? Like I'm just some kind of pet? This is unforgivable. What do you mean? A heart came above your head. Until you buy me a crepe from Rose Moss, that is, then I might be able to forget this ever happened. Bro, a heart came above your head when I asked you to shake. So don't be lying to me. Yeah, I think that's the last one that requires a dog. Good evening. You're waiting for GTA 6? I already wrote GTA 6 off as a loss. Alright, so no more doggos, from what I can tell. Let's head back to the barracks. Release the cat. There's a few reasons. First off, the game's gonna be too expensive. Second, there's no way I can afford to buy the new hardware necessary to be able to play the game. And third, it's probably gonna be woke trash anyway, so I'm not really losing out on much. I like his what? 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 What you looking at? GTA remastered. I've never even played some of the GTA games. The only one I think I ever beat was GTA 3. I've never even beat GTA 5. I never even played San Andreas a single time. And I played GTA 4 for a while. I don't know how long though, but not enough to beat the game. But my bet is that GTA 6 is going to be the worst GTA game ever made. GTA 1 will be better. And I played that for only about an hour. GTA 1 was a very mediocre game. I bet you it'll still be better. In all likelihood, at least. I assume GTA 2 is a lot like GTA 1. Probably just a better version of 1, maybe? I don't know. GTA 3 was the first one that was like 3D. That's the one I played a lot. I played it like on the PS2 or something like that, I think it was, and I played the shit out of that game. That was tons of fun. All right, let's get Fog here. Oh yeah, I did lots of GTA Online live streams a while back ago, but the game was fun when I didn't have to work so hard to make money. They kept making it harder and harder to have fun in the game, because they tried to make it so that the quests would give you less and less money, and things cost more and more. They were trying to like find this sweet spot where idiots would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on the fucking game rather than work, because that's what it felt like. You felt like you were doing work in order to make money, because all the things that you had to do to make money was pretty fucking boring. It was all the stuff you did with the money that was fun. And I think that's a fundamentally bad way to design a game. But who am I to argue? It's one of the most successful games of all time.
One, two, three, four.
Wait, what? That's what I thought. Oh, yeah, that's right. They can't really set a GTA game anywhere but America anymore. They're like... $15-20 years ago, there was a chance that the next GTA game might have been in a different country, but there's zero chance of that nowadays. Because the company is run by people who are super far leftists who absolutely fucking hate America. So they love deconstruction type shit, which means it's just gonna be a game that does its best to make fun of Americans and America as a whole.
One, two, three,
Oh, Zarek, hello. Yeah, but yeah, GTA 5 was a really, online at least, for sure, it was a really fun game when you had lots of money to spend. And you could buy cool things and just go around and have fun with people online. Lots and lots of fun. You could have lots and lots of fun. Canadian GTA. Like I said, it's because leftists are making GTA. Leftists have this out-group preference that is so fucking strong that a Canadian rock is more important than 100 American lives. I'm not joking. The average leftist, if given the moral choice between saving some random rock in Canada or saving the lives of 100 Americans, they would press the button to save the life of the rock. As retarded as that sounds. leftists' outgroup preference is so strong that they prefer to protect inanimate objects more than human life. And I'm not talking about some like ancient art and shit like that. No, like a fucking, like literally everything. A random asteroid passing by our fucking planet is a more precious thing to them than fucking human life. That is not my opinion, by the way. That is a fact. That is a real fact. Their outgroup preference is absurd. And once you know that, then it's much easier to understand why their media is the way it is.
One, two, three, four.
All right. Let me see if I can find a description of this. All right, here we go. See this right here? This is a little heat map of basically left wing versus right wing. They call them liberals. I really just don't understand. Left wingers are called liberals. They're when they believe in fascism. All their beliefs are fascistic, but supposedly they're last thing they believe in is freedom. They want to oppress as many humans as possible to protect the fucking rocks. But anyways, if you look at something like this, this is like a heat map. In the center is the number 1. All right. And as you go out, the further you go out, the more the things down here on the list is, right? So this is, conservatives tend to like things on the 1. They're like, ooh, I really prefer these things. And then the further you go out, the less likely they are to prefer the thing, right? They're more likely to prefer this over this. Whereas left-wingers are more likely to prefer this over this. Now, what is this? What is number 1? Your immediate family. Now, what is it they prefer over their immediate family? All natural things in the universe, including inert entities such as rocks. All living things in the universe, including plants and trees.
One, two, three,
But right over here, 1, their immediate family. No, fuck that. Nope. All of your extended family. Oh no, fuck that. Fuck that. All your friends. Nope. Still no. All of your friends, including distant ones? All your closest friends. Okay. All your distant friends? Nope. All of your acquaintances? Nope. They don't really like that. All the people you've ever met? Nope, not really. All the people in your country? Nope. When you get to people of your country, you finally get a little bit of a yellow. You're like, oh, I guess I like some people in my country. What the fuck? It's not until you get all the way to fucking like mammals
one, two, three, four.
does it actually start to really get into the red. And like I said, that's just the beginning of it. Really, rocks. All natural things in the universe, including rocks. So they prefer rocks. And after rocks, then they're like, all right, after rocks, I guess trees are kind of more important, are kind of less important than rocks, but they're still important. And then amoeba. Oh yeah, amoeba. Amoeba, yeah. I they're not, amoeba's not important as important as trees and rocks, but they're kind of important. And all animals on Earth are like, you know, it's like, well, what about the fish and birds? Like, yeah, but they're not as important as the amoeba. It's not until you get to fucking, it's literally the absolute reverse of the way it should be. The people you should care about the most are your friends and family. And then after that, your neighbors. That's one thing I'm surprised this doesn't talk about. This is all of your acquaintance. Like, it should, this close friends to all friends should be, it should be extended family, friends, then neighbors. Be neighbors after that. Then after neighbors, all acquaintances. And then all people you've ever met. And then all people of your country. And then all people of the continent. And you don't have to, it's not mutually exclusive, right? This isn't, when these people answered these questions, it's not like they were saying, oh, this one isn't important at all. I just don't, I don't get it, man. This isn't the only study of this, by the way. There's been multiple studies of this crap. Just that heat map is a really a really funny one. But yeah, then it's, the reason for it is that leftists are raised to hate their country. They're raised to hate their country. They're also raised to hate their family, and they typically are mostly in cities where people have the least amount of trust of their neighbors, which means their friends and things as well on top of that. Yeah, I mean, they do literally raise them to hate their families. Like the teachers will the fucking teachers will teach them to hate their families. It is such a self-destructive ideology. But the whole purpose of the ideology is the deconstruction of the country. You destabilize the country, and then after you destabilize it, you take it over, and then you use force to put your own system of government in place of what was previously there, right? So, we've seen it historically happen in lots of other countries, is that they'll start teaching a few generations of kids. They'll be teaching them, oh hey, this place is horrible, it's the worst place ever. The actual living standards of the place don't matter. It's just that's what they'll say. And then they get the kids to do a little revolution. They kill their leaders, and then next thing you know, dictators take over. And now you're not allowed to hate your country anymore because the fearless leader tells you so. So yeah, I don't even remember why I started talking about it. I think it was something to do with the animals in this. Oh no, it was GTA. That's why all left-wing media is anti-American and anti-capitalism and anti-white people and anti Christian, anti anything that's like traditionally Western. It's anti that. The reason why the left sides with Muslims, even though Muslims are all the things that they hate. What I'm not saying like they actually literally hate Muslims. What I mean is the Muslim ideology has a lot of, mostly filled with things that the leftists hate. Like the Muslim ideology tends to really hate gay people, and in a lot of cases literally kill them. And they definitely don't like trans people. Women are oppressed. Like literally everything that the left doesn't like, right? They're extremely nationalistic, but still the leftists, they ally with a Muslim over a Christian because the Christians are the status quo for Western countries. And when they've been raised with such a strong outgroup preference, literally anything is better than Christianity. Anything. It doesn't matter what their belief system is, it's better than Christianity because they've been raised to think that everything that is traditional is evil. It is the left really needs to be completely reformed. They need to like have a little revolution amongst themselves, kick out all the freaking extremists, stop trying to raise people to hate their country, instead raise people to try to like help people, because that's what they say they want to do. They want to help people, right? Why whenever the hell they choose to do something does it end up hurting somebody? And why the hell do they love to hurt people who help people? They really love to hurt people who help people. Ask Fog how his day's going. Ask Fog if he likes cats. Me, not at all. Actually, I despise the wretched creatures. Whoa. That's messed up, Fog. You see, where is it? I'm trying to find the other one. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I found two of them. I didn't find the specific ones I was looking for. I can't find the one I was looking for though. My God. Some of these are so ridiculous. All right. See, because I'm a normal person, it doesn't matter to me what color guy you happen to be, DLC gamer. That's because I'm a normal person and not a leftist. I don't define people by their skin color. Actually, I despise the wretched creatures, but they started it. They're always cruel to me. For example, if I were to turn my gaze from this one for even a moment, I know it would leap at me and slash my face repeatedly with its evil claws. Back on Earth, the common house cat, or Felis catus, was ever a nemesis of mine. Clearly, Justin Bieber is an evil person. I'd hope things would be different here. After all, the Manan and the Pan are very different languages, but for some reason we all understand each other. So with that in mind, I was trying to establish a form of meaningful communication with the local cat. It doesn't really seem to be working out, however. Why do you think cats and I aren't compatible? Yes, the cat's meow doesn't contain words. Say the fog may meet a cat he can understand one day. I suppose that's possible. I certainly haven't conducted my experiment on all the cats in Mira. One day I may indeed meet a cat who has no interest in using my face as a scratching post. I will hold that hope in my heart throughout my remaining years on this planet. All right, where were we? I guess let's do Alexa. Why not? There you go. Alright, who am I gonna bring with me? I'm fine to keep using these guys. Keep getting their hearts up. Welcome back, Soren. Was it early morning or something? This one does not understand. It said morning, right? Isn't it morning? Alexa. What does Alexa look like? Oh, okay. This shows you how much interest I have in Alexa as a character. These heart-to-hearts don't really do much for me either to make me like him or dislike him anymore. It'd be cool if we could have one of these. I wouldn't care if it sucked at combat. It would just be funny to be able to have one if I wanted one. They call these skells yellow hammers. Okay, a mechanic named Matthew calls them that.
One, two,
Body double? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, and of course everything I said. I don't even know why I'm bringing that up, actually. I'm bringing it up because it left us. That's why. Of course, everything I said is not universal. And it's not an absolute. There are always exceptions. That is just an in general thing. In general, they prefer rocks over people. Like, oh my god, we can't let the rocks be broken. Dear me, the rock. No, human life is less important than the rocks being broken. No. Like, what the fuck is the point in anything without humans? I'm literally the exact opposite. I literally think that the entire universe is meaningless without humans. Like, there's no meaning in anything without, like, if I had to choose between the entire fucking universe and humans, I would choose humans. Because there's literally nothing in the entire universe more important than humans. And, well, all the things that come along with that too, right? Their faith and all these other things, right? But like the works of humans and their religion and all this other stuff, it's infinitely more important than literally anything else on every single star in the entire fucking universe can die. If I had to press a button and the button was kill all humans, destroy every star in the entire universe, save the Sol star and our solar system, I would press the button to destroy every fucking other star in the entire universe. Because it's less important than human life. In fact, it's so insignificant that it's less important than a single human life. A single human life is more important than every star in the entire fucking universe save ours.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There is no point in the universe if no one's there to observe it. And until we meet alien life, then there's nothing. There's only humans. If we meet some kind of intelligent alien life, then we could say, hey, there's other things than just us that are important, because there's some kind of intelligent life to observe things. But the only really thing that we know of outside of humans is like God. That would be it. So, and God exists outside of that. So you don't even have to think about that. Like that, like all stars in the universe don't matter. Like it wouldn't matter one way or the other to a God, right? So there's nothing. Like it only matters to like living entities, biological creatures, basically. I can't think there's nothing. No view is so beautiful that humans deserve to die. No fucking nothing. Like nothing. Literally, human life is more important than literally everything else. And the importance of everything in the entire universe, how important everything in the entire universe is measured directly by how it can contribute to the life of humans. And thinking anything other than that is suicidal. If you think anything in this universe is more important than human life, then you're suicidal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, there's nothing. There's no point in no mountain, no animal, nothing has meaning unless we give it meaning. Because there's nothing, we know of nothing as intelligent as us. We bring meaning to all things in the universe. The stars in the sky are only meaningful because we look upon them and we write about them and we study them and we talk about them. That is why the stars are important. The stars are meaningless without humans to observe them. Like everything in the entire universe, the value of that thing is directly measured by how it benefits human beings. That is why the most important thing in the universe is people. Like, erase all people and then tell me why the stars are important. It's nothing. It's just random matter doing things. And as far as the animals go, the only potential that animals have outside of human existence is that at some point they might evolve into something more intelligent. Like without humans, if humans didn't exist, then the entire universe is meaningless. Like, and if there's life on a planet, the only value that life has is that it might someday become intelligent and be able to observe and document and find value in the universe. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
I genuinely, I can't think of it. Like nothing, literally nothing. We would, like, in order for my view on that to change, we would have to find an alien species that's more intelligent than us. And then I would be like, oh, all right, yeah, these people, I still think humans are more important because I'm a human, right? And I have an in-group preference to protect human beings over some random alien race. Doesn't mean I dislike them, but if I had to choose, I would choose the one that I'm in because I'm not suicidal. But I would prefer we both get to exist because that would be cool, especially if they happen to be more intelligent than us, because then we can learn from them. But at that point I would say like the second most important thing in the universe would be the aliens that are almost as intelligent or that are more intelligent than us. That would be the second most important thing in the universe. Because if they're not hurting us, right? If they're not out to hurt us and they're helping us, then an advanced alien species that's more intelligent than us is going to be greatly beneficial towards humans. Like that's like genuinely like it, like there's just yeah, I can't. Like that is that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Like that's just how it is. And it's not a selfish thing, it's not a greed thing, it's not a short-sighted thing. It's like all the things that people might say that are when they're objectively wrong. It's just a life thing. It's how life works.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Like the most important thing to a possum is a possum. And then after that, probably whatever the hell it eats. For animals with strong pack instincts, the most important thing is themselves and their pack. And if you start to think outside of that, then you just aren't going to exist for long. You start to value, like if let's say an animal valued other animals' lives more than their own lives, then they would just end up killing themselves eventually. They would offer themselves up as food to those animals and sacrifice themselves for those animals constantly. It is natural for people to protect themselves and their packs and stuff like that. Like, humanity is so much more important than literally everything. Like, it goes humanity, and then there's like infinite space, and then after infinite space, it's the most, then comes the most important thing for humanity after that. There's like an infinite amount of space. There's nothing in this universe that's even somewhat more important than humanity, other than arguably God. People, that would just be it. But the way I'm defining humanity, God would be a part of that. Because of family. Yeah, basically, unless the human is a danger to other human life, then one human life is more important than all the stars in the sky. Some random person that I've never met in India, as long as they're not a person who's actively making other people's lives worse, that person's life is more important than all the stars in the sky. That might have been different at some other time when like the stars were necessary for navigation and things like that. But nowadays, no, there's nothing. All the stars in the sky don't matter compared to one human life. No matter how far detached that person is from individually as a person. Okay, a mechanic named Matthew calls them that, and it hasn't really caught on at all, but it's still pretty cool. Apparently, the two-wheeled type is too overpowered for construction work. So they use a four-wheel model. In all other respects, it's basically identical to the models used by Blade, but they paint it a different color and of course give it a bunch of industrial attachments. Still, if you remove the attachments and revert it to its initial configuration, you can equip the Blade's scale weapons. No sweat. Furthermore, stop Alexa before she says another word about skulls. Admire. Express admiration for her expertise on the topic. What? Oh no. I'm not that good at this stuff. I'm still learning, you know. I couldn't possibly keep up with any of the veteran mechanics. Still, I've enjoyed every single day since we landed here on Mira. Yes, we have a lot to learn. People get angry at me. Lives are in danger. The ganglion are a bunch of jerks. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. All that sucks. But I've never been this excited about anything before, and that drives me to work as hard as I can. Oh, whoops. I promised Tika I'd help her test the new weapon after this. She'll be furious if I'm late. Sorry I spent this whole time talking your ear off. Next time I'll give you a chance to talk. Like, it's the whole reason why self-sacrifice is seen as an admirable trait is because it goes against like the laws of the universe, basically.
Well,
it's like, wow, they're doing, this is an incredible thing. They've sacrificed their own life in order to protect the blah 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 blah. That's incredible.
well,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Self-sacrifice is a noble thing. It's easier for people to do that kind of thing when it comes to their pack, right? So like up to including something like, say, a pet. Like, people will literally kill themselves in order to protect their pets. And that's because the pet is part of their pack. People protect their loved ones. It's what they do. Anyone you love is basically your family, and you die for our family. It's the thing that has made humanity so strong. Is our how much we love and protect each other. But there's still no point in any of that.
yes.
When it comes to things like
As for Blade,
if humanity doesn't exist, like that kind of thing just doesn't matter anymore.
Am I right?
There's no such thing as nobility anymore.
Hey.
There's no such thing as beauty anymore. There's no such thing as anything, because the only reason those concepts exist is because humans are around to create those concepts and define things by and categorize things in those concepts. And categorize things with those concepts. Like the meaning of the universe is, now people can argue what the meaning of life is, right? But the meaning of the universe is objectively one thing. It is for us. It is for humans. The entire universe exists for humans to observe and to benefit from. That's the entire meaning of the universe. Humans are the custodians of the entire universe. Really? And we protect the universe for the purposes of humans. Like, that's it. There's nothing. Literally nothing. And until we meet some kind of alien civilization somewhere in the universe, that's how it is. It's literally just humans and then the rest of the universe. No, I didn't, Soren. I should probably do that, huh? Let's look at the next heart to heart. Frey. Guess we'll just do Frey. Pretty close to where I am right now. He has to be done still.
Three, four.
It is the objectively logical thing. It just doesn't matter. And if people are like, oh, well, heart and love and things like, well, that none of that matters without humans. like there like there has to be humans around to do that thing. It doesn't matter if something's beautiful if no one's there to define it as beautiful. It doesn't matter if something's worth loving if there's no one alive to love it. All right, here we go. Disc 4. I remember when I was a kid, I had some childish thoughts based on what I was being taught as a child. And I see that people put this kind of, and these thoughts that I had 30 something years ago are being put in media now. And people online are saying them now. And I'm just like, I understand why they're saying them. They're probably saying them for the same reason my stupid child mind said them, and it was because of the things that I was taught. Child. But as I grew up and I understand, got more logical, think more independently. I realized how childish my child theories were. So as a child, I remember thinking people were explaining stuff and oh, pollution and blah 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 blah, and I was like, oh man, it's almost like humans are a virus or something on the planet. And I said that like 30 something years ago, and there were adults that I said that to, and the adults were like, oh. So those adults, was the first time they heard that. It didn't take long after that. Probably less than 10 years. And way less than 10 years worth of thinking about it. Probably only a little bit of time worth of thinking about it after a little bit of time of living. That it just became obvious that it's like, that no, that's absolutely fucking stupid. There's no point in Earth if humans aren't there to live on it. Like if humans aren't alive, then Earth might as well not exist, or be like Mercury or Venus or Mars or any of the other fucking planets in our solar system, or just be like a speck of dust. There's nothing. There's literally no meaning in Earth if humans aren't there. Humans aren't a virus. Humans are the universe. The entire universe revolves around us. We are the most important thing in it until we can find other life. We are the most important things. Because nothing in the universe means a fucking thing without us to tell it that it means something. We define everything. I don't really know how else to say it. Pretty sure I got my point across though. Did I close the disk tray? No, I did not close the disk tray. Oh, that's because I didn't put the disk in it yet. But yeah, probably think of an efficient way to say that at some point in the future, maybe. I don't know, but it's just like, it's so childish when I see people say that, or this outgroup preference that's so strong that they prefer things outside of humanity. Like, yes, of course, rocks are more important than human life. What the fuck? There we go. It's being scanned, Soren. That's why one of the most noble things that someone can do is give their life to protect humanity. And then after that, give their life to protect their country. And then after that, give their life to protect some random person. And then after that, give their life to protect a friend. And then after that, give their life to protect a family member. And then after that, give their life to protect a direct family member, like a child or something. That is the order of nobility. And the reason that's the order of nobility, because that's the importance of the things. Whoa. Like a person who sacrifices their life to protect all of humanity, they're making like that is a hard sacrifice, right? Because it's much easier to sacrifice your life for like a child that you love or something. But and a person who sacrifices their life for stuff outside of humanity, that's also still could be noble. But remember, there's a difference between sacrifice and being sacrificed. One of those things is noble and the other is murder. I think that's one thing that I meant to mention, but I didn't touch on it when I was talking about all that stuff. Was the difference between being sacrificed and sacrificing yourself. Because that's a thing that the left likes to do, right? They want to force people to sacrifice themselves for the betterment of stuff. Which that is evil. Basically, that is the equivalent of tripping someone.
Am I right?
Because zombies are chasing you. Like,
great.
When you tell people that they have to sacrifice in order to protect other people, you're like, you must, and we will force you to do that. That is the equivalent of tripping someone while running away from zombies. You're just a murderer. That's what you are. Tripping someone while running away from zombies is murder, whereas a person turning around and trying to lead them away so that the rest of the people can get away, that's a noble act because it was a decision that they made themselves. Right? So
You hear?
that's what that resolves that whole conflict thing that people have hang-ups about that, or they don't understand the value of things outside of humanity and whatnot. Like a person who gives their life to protect, a museum of art or something like that is doing something that is a noble act because they're trying to preserve this stuff for the rest of humanity to observe. That, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, I think this is beautiful, and I think that it's important for the rest of humanity to be able to observe this thing and have these things and look at these things and you know, all the words. And so they end up sacrificing themselves, right? That is a noble act. But saying the art is more important than human life, and therefore valuing it over human life, which means you sacrifice human life to protect the art, that's an evil act. That is the tripping someone while running away from zombies.
Yes.
Because, you know, the art does have value, but its value is humans' ability to observe. What they gain from observing it, or using it, or having it, or all the things. All right, so
I told you.
we're gonna do Fry next.
Yes.
By the way,
One, two, three,
Okay, so
Wow.
oh, I think I have to go down here. Oh, wait. All right.
Unbelievable.
Man, I'm tired.
Hey.
one, two, three, four.
Yeah, I know, Soren. Like the scan's done. Okay.
Tired.
So I believe the heart-to-heart I wanted to do was down here, right? Yeah, there he is. Fry nighttime. All right, let's do it. He's not in my team. Cool. Can we talk to him from up here? Damn. I was hoping I could talk to him. Hey, I'm standing on this guy's shoulders. Yo, look at this. Oh, man. I didn't know you could jump on top of people. That's awesome. If we find a triple stack of Nippon, we gotta jump on top of them and see if we can get a 4 stack. We'll be the 4th. Almost. Really hard to do because it doesn't like let you move very precisely. Much easier to walk off that container onto that guy. Oh, almost. Oh. Just another year to play Donkey Kong again. I don't know what you mean. Why do you have to wait a year? I wonder if it's possible. It might be because he's close to the box. See what I mean? Like, it might only be possible because he's close to the box. Because otherwise I would be pushed off to the left side of the box, or to his left side instantly right now. I mean, not his left, but behind him. But I can just kind of walk behind him because of this box. Like, the box is in the way. So it might not be possible to stand on someone's head if you don't have them at least against one wall or something. But if someone's like against a wall or something, I think you could probably stand on their head. So with like this person here, like how far? Maybe not. Maybe there is a perfect spot. Because I was standing taller on top of that guy. I was actually directly on top of his head at one point. And if I try to walk directly on top of his head, it kind of pushes me to the side a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah, see, I'm actually a little bit in front of him. So maybe. But I feel like I've made this jump. I feel like I've been about that far. Oh, well, there we go. You saw that? I jumped and landed, and then I slid right off. So maybe not. I think if I start the falling animation, it kind of slides me a little bit. All right, Fry.
Hey!
Time loop. Not sure what you mean. Hey there, Zerk. Pretty rare for us to meet on a job like this, eh? We were just talking weapon maintenance. As an interceptor, you never want to go up against an indigent, and with your weapon and armor, and anything less than flawless condition. When your weapon and armor is anything less than flawless condition. Praise Fry for not charging in half-cocked. Ask Fry why he doesn't just use his fists. Nah. You want to be prepared. People die if you're not. This is not like a game to them, and the perspective from the perspective inside of the game, as inside the universe, like it's a life and death thing. So, yeah, you want to take people's lives. We just went over this, how important life is, human life specifically, beyond all others. You're right. You're damn right. We don't charge in half cocked. We don't even charge in at all cocked. That's a good way to get yourself eaten by some toothy critter. There ain't no way a human can overpower some of these indigents, and if you can't outthink them, you're no shot. You got no shot at all. Hey, let me bend your ear for a bit. All right. When I was just a lad, my dad saw me treating my hunting rifle real rough and told me something. He said, no matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it, what? If you let it break down. I don't think they translated that correctly. No matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down. Okay, I see what they did. It's only an anchor. I feel like you could phrase that way better. That's a difficult way to read that sentence. I would like phrase it like, you say two sentences and be like, it doesn't matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break, it's only an anchor. Or you could say opposite of it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, because that's the thing. Also, it's contradictory. No matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down, it's only an anchor. Your weapon is not powerful if it is broken down, right? Feels like an overly artful, like, way to say something that's just should be said much more simply, which would be, a broken weapon is a useless weapon. Not fit for purpose. After that, I made it a point to take real good care of all my gear. I even talked to mechanics, like this one, to make sure everything's in perfect condition. Then what's your weapon look like these days? Flawless. Claim that you fastidiously maintain it yourself. Right? You know the score. I noticed the pristine condition of your weapon. Figured someone else had been helping me. Guess I misjudged you. Well, I ain't gonna stand for someone else having the best maintained weapon and blade. I'm heading home to do a little more touch-up work. Maybe in Japanese, maybe his Japanese grammar is so different than ours. Maybe the way he phrased that in Japanese makes it sound more meaningful. But in English, it just sounds like a bunch of extra words for no point. And kind of, it's like, no matter how powerful the weapon. Like, if it's broken, it's just, yeah, I know, yes. There's a powerful weapon is not powerful if it's broken, yes. Everybody is aware of this. Well, like I said, maybe it sounds more interesting and meaningful in Japanese. Alright, so the murderess. Well, it happens to be nighttime, so why not? She's not in our party either. That'll make things easier. Damn it, woman, did you start another fight club? Oh my god. We've been over this.
Good taste. I like it.
Doing a little sightseeing, are we? Ask Murderess if she's instigating fights again. Ask Murderess to help you break up the fight. She's not gonna want that. I'm gonna reproach her. Your accusations wound me, sir. I don't start every fight in LA, you know. You started this and you know it. I assure you, I am merely a bystander. Believe. Agree that the murderers may not be responsible. Demand. Insist that the combatants should resolve their problems with words instead of fists. I mean, it's not necessary. They might not have problems to resolve. They might just be like fighting each other because they think it's fun. Say it's too much of a coincidence to believe. Yeah. You truly are a suspicious person, aren't you? Or am I really that untrustworthy? Actually, I suppose I am. Your name is literally Murderous. Of course you are. I'm sure a man as observant as yourself has already realized, but I wagered more than a few credits on this fight. No shit. I'm hopeful that Igor here will be able to best Daniel. Go Daniel! I hope you win! I'll grant you that it's hardly the Roman Colosseum, but a city with as little to offer as NLA needs these sorts of amusements. Anyway, it looks like the fight ended while we were talking. You pulled it off, Igor. That's 4,000 credits in my pocket. Damn it, Daniel, you let me down. Well, I'm going home while I'm still ahead. I'll see you back at the administration district. Wait, I wanted to like fight. What did I just say? Fight scrubs?
Oh, hey!
Or fight scrub? Fight scrub instead of fight club? Still got more heart to hearts, man. There's a lot of damn heart to hearts to do. Damn game. We got me a lot of heart to hurts. You got them hurt to hurts and L's heart to hurt and the booze heart to heart and the Leo heart to hurt and the HB heart to hurt and the Doug heart to hurt and the Nail heart to hurt. All right.
Hey.
Knockout layout. Another heart to heart down soon enough. Wait, Shingo's here during this? Hey, Shingo, what are you doing here? Get out of here, Shingo.
Man.
Hey, Zarek. I was just trying to drill some combat skills into Shingo. We Pathfinders might not be a combat-first kind of outfit, but it's not like the Ganglion and the Indigens just leave us alone. And when we do run into trouble, I'd like him to be able to defend himself without having to rely on Satan or Mundo all the time. Shingo's a pretty fast learner. He just lacks experience. How would you train him if he was on yours? A brutal regiment with no room for failure. Guide him with positive reinforcement. I mean, there's somewhere in between that too, by the way. So that's really how you would train people, huh? I suppose I'd better positively reinforce the crap out of him then. I mean, he's going to be my teammate as well as my student, right? Probably best I don't break the poor kid. But what happens to Shingo gets separated from the team, or God forbid, is the only survivor of an attack? What then? The things he doesn't know are the very things that'll get him killed. A rifle can't shoot for crap if it's not loaded with the correct ammo. The Indians on this planet aren't gonna give him a chance to learn from his mistake. I need him to be able to walk from whatever. Bro, I get it. Stop saying the same thing. Anyways, sorry, I got a little carried away. Like, he's worse than me. He's just rambling. This is written dialogue, man. There's no need to ramble. I should go though. I gotta run Shingo through a skill training session. See you around. Like with me, and like earlier when I was describing the value of human life, I said it like probably 15 different ways. And the reason I said it so many different ways is because I was trying to find a good way to define and communicate my idea. So quite often, all the different ways I said it, I was like, you know, maybe I can say it in a better way. I don't know if I'm getting my point across exactly the best way I could. So I would keep saying things over and over in different ways. That's actually normal in human speech to a degree. Sometimes you do it too much. Like recently, the discussion I was doing, I probably did it too much. But most people do it to a small degree in one way or another. And that's perfectly fine. But the thing is that when you're writing dialogue down, you don't need to do that. When you're writing dialogue down, you write it down and you're like, actually, I think it would sound better if I said it this way. And so then you say it that way, and you're like, actually, I think it would sound better if I said it this way. And so then you write down something else. And rather than leaving in all the different ways that you wrote down the way to say it, you just erase all the other ones and leave in the best one. But some games don't do that. For some games, they just like, they have them repeating themselves over and over and over and over. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is written dialogue. Why am I having to read it, all this shit where they're just repeating themselves? If it was spoken dialogue, it'd be a lot less obnoxious, because a lot of times you're just feeling, you're filling space. You're feeling, you know what I mean? Especially in real life, human-to-human conversations. And especially like me being a streamer, saying words is very important. So saying the same thing 20 different times in 20 different ways, that's content. Like, I gotta keep talking. Gotta keep talking. Whereas in a video game, I mean, even with like say in a stream, this whole thing where I'm like saying, and I gotta keep talking because, you know, it's a stream. That's the content. That's part of it. If I was to edit this stream into a video, I would cut out a huge amount of my dialogue. Like the whole human life, value of human life thing, I would cut like 90% of that out. And I would cut it down to just, I feel like just the things I felt like were the best phrased. And then that would be the video. But even that is, even if I didn't do that, that kind of thing is so much more forgiving because I'm not like a professional paid fucking writer. But people were paid money to write scripts in video games. And they just have the person saying the same thing 20 different times. And I'm just like, stop. For the love of God, I get it. Please just have mercy on me. I don't want to read anymore this fucking shit. You can only tell me so many ways that you want me to go fucking help these people. I get it. I'm gonna go help them. Calm the fuck down. Is it above me or below me or something? Oh. Really? Here. It's here. Kinda weird, but sure. All right, Doug Z's. Doug McKinsey. Isn't that Bob McKinsey? There's a McKinsey, isn't there? They were funny. Is that the Canadian, the hosers? Bob and Doug McKinsey, yeah, I think so. I was just asking the nice lady here to pull together some extra first aid kits for us. Next mission could involve run-ins with a pair of tyrants, possibly at the same time. If we end up in a tough fight, we're likely to suffer multiple injuries. Are you jealous of the exciting battles that await him? Offer to help. Praise Doug. Aid. Offer aid. Oh, I don't think we need you to go that far. I have my job to do, and you've got yours. I'm grateful that you look out for us like that, but it isn't right to let you carry the whole weight of the Blade mission on your shoulders. You have to trust that I can handle this. Of course, if it all goes horribly wrong, we'll call for reinforcements. In that case, you might get a chance to help out after all. Oh, and that reminds me. I've got the mission under control, but there's something else I could use your help with. It's a significantly greater threat than the mission I just told you about. I might need to get to be... What? I might not even be an exaggeration to say it concerns the fate of humanity itself. What am I talking about? It is the development of Skell flight module. Oh shit, hell yeah, boys. That's what I'm talking about. There aren't enough replacement Mimeo Suns in the world for me to survive these field tests Len's running. What? Hey, I thought you wanted to help. Don't blow me off. Now, I'm not blowing you off. I want to test it. Hey, listen. I'm being serious here, Zarek. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they make me create a character.
Yeah, so listen.
The character's not voice acted. Because it's supposed to be my character that I created, but the character doesn't act the way I would act. Dude, that excited the shit out of me. I was like, hell yeah, I want to test out I want to be a test pilot. That sounds cool as shit. I know it's dangerous, but that's cool as shit.
Hey, check this.
But my character's like, oh hell no. Like, bro, I'm not a oh hell no person when it comes to something like that. I think that's badass. Like, of course it's scary, but a lot of badass shit is scary. It's just life, man. All right, HB. Yeah, I think we're gonna do HB here.
Hear me out.
Good morning to you, Zarek. I'm pleased to see you awaken and hard at work at this earliest of hour. Eh? Were you just passing by? Passing your mama? As you can see, I'm performing an inspection of the why do I keep saying integrated production plant. Clarify whether HB is a mediator. Praise. Commend him for doing his job. I see you've learned nothing from our last encounter, and I grow wary of having to remind you the light to remind. Bro, you like what I just said, though. There was a heart above your head. Once again, I am a pathfinder. Pathfinder. Ah, all right, mediator. I got you. I heard that since the Xenoforms arrived in LA, the integrated production plant has been running at the full capacity day and night. If any sort of trouble were to occur here, it would be a serious setback for Blade, the civilians of New LA, and the Xenoforms alike. If it's when you're at your busiest that you're most likely to miss the early signs of trouble, so I figured the plant could benefit from a third-party inspection, and that is what brings me here today. Cooperate. I'm grateful for your offer. I assumed he wasn't gonna like cooperate since he didn't like he liked the opposite of what I probably should have said with the other thing. I am grateful for your offer, however your assistance is not needed at this time. I fear the inspection has been a waste of my own considerable talents. The plant is well run, and the staff's most pressing problem is the abrupt 2,000% increase in pizza request, and by deprioritizing lower demand items, the staff has managed to increase their pizza production without significant disruptions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must report my findings to HQ. I am pleased to see you faring well, but do not let the complacency be your undoing. I hope we can work together again soon. Maybe so, and I don't really know. I'm pretty sure Lara is actually, he's not a Pathfinder, he's a mediator. I know that for sure. Because that in the quest yesterday, that's what they were talking about. Or no, I could be wrong. Maybe they are Pathfinders, but I could have swore they were weren't they mediators? I thought that was part of that quest that they mentioned how they were mediators. I could be wrong though. I could be misremembering it. Doesn't the affinity chart say what people are? No. Oh. Under this mediator's strapping physique is a true heart of gold. Yeah, he's a mediator.
Got it.
Yeah, I think he's just a pervert. I think he's just a pervert handing out like sexy photos of his fellow
Hear me out.
coworkers. Whoa, calm down now. Gotta give Hope the boot. Hope gets the boot. Hope gets the boot. How am I saving another slot? I've been saving the same slot for 143 billion hours. All right. No.
Small world.
Good
huh?
evening. What a surprise to see you here. I'm actually waiting to meet someone. Ask Hope who she is waiting to meet. Apologize. Say you're sorry for arriving late. Wait, what? Is that some sort of joke? Let's say what I guess is a joke. Oh no, we had an appointment to meet today? Oh dear, I didn't see that on my schedule. Bro, everyone loved me saying that. Must have completely slipped my mind. I'm terribly sorry. You're lying, aren't you? Don't be a jerk. Anyway. Oh no. Oh no. I was mean. I didn't realize I was mean. I didn't think she was an idiot. Anyways, I'm here to have a little fun with Ada. She's going to take me shopping for clothes. And then maybe pick up some fertilizer for my flowers. After that, she promised to buy me dinner. Tell her to have a wonderful time. Ask Hope if she really thinks she'll be able to pull that off in one day. Ask Hope if what she's having for dinner. What the hell? What am I gonna ask her next? What is she wearing to bed tonight? Just have a wonderful time, Hope. Thank you. I hope everything goes well and we have a lovely evening. Ada has promised that I will be dining on the finest steak in NLA. So it would be rude to not to try and thoroughly enjoy it. I will strive to be as uninhibited as I possibly can. Wait, what? And that's Ada over there. I should be going. I look forward to working with you again soon. Girls' night out. All right. Another heart-to-heart done. Completely meaningless, pointless Heart to heart, like almost all of them. I think L's the last heart to heart at level 2. Hell yeah! We finally finished all the level 2 heart to hearts. Let's do this! Oh. Hold on, let me adjust my chair. I don't have to sit for much longer anyway, so it didn't matter too much. All right. Wait, where'd my controller go? There we go. All right. Well, it's conveniently nighttime. That'll make it easier. Wait, what's that? There it is. That's Leo. That's not L. Oh, there he is. Okay. They could just make a Rampage game and add mechs as playable characters.
Hey.
Rampage was so fun back in the day. Rampage was the best, dude. I remember staying up all night with a friend, just playing Rampage. That game was so fun. NES Rampage. Yeah, boys. This was it. This was the game. Oh my gosh. This was it, man. Got Nintendo Complete Rampage NES playthrough. All right, let's see. George and Lizzie. The answer is both. You do 2-player and you play as both of them. Both players. Rack up the place. Yeah, eat the humans. Eat the humans. Screw that helicopter. Watch out for it, man. Don't mess with the helicopter. Yeah. Take that, you dirty humans. Gotta find a bathtub person and eat them. Put on fast forward until he finds a bathtub person. What? I can't fast forward it? The hell? What's been happening recently? I can't fast forward stuff. Alright, normal speed, 2 times speed. There. We gotta find a human. Eat the human. He hasn't died yet, I think. When I was a kid, I probably would have died by now already, at least once. There it is. See, you become like a human yourself or something. When you die, see right here, he becomes like a little human. But then he transforms back into the monkey man. What did that say? Your ad here. Call now. 1-800-ZOO-KEEP. I should have called that number back in the day. I never did. But that's a real phone number. It's a 1-800 number. Yeah, that would be a real phone number. I wonder if that really actually dialed into something back in the day. Let's see. Rampage. 1-800-ZOO. What? Jeep parts? Rampage NES phone number. No results? The hell? What you mean no results? Here we go. People are talking about it. I just had to type it out. Job openings in National Guard. Real life Jekyll and Hyde story. It actually says it multiple times throughout the game. Why did I never think to call that phone number, man? Probably because phone calls cost money back in the day. There was another real life phone number. 966-5337. Job openings in National Guard, yeah. So yeah, I don't see any information about if people ever called them and what happened. Like there was a phone number in the Roger Rabbit video game, and if you called that number, it you would Jessica Rabbit was on the phone. Like it was a pre-recording of Jessica Rabbit telling you what you need to do next, basically, in the game. Maybe it was a different Rampage game where you could eat bathtub humans. I thought you could eat bathtub humans even in Rampage 1. I haven't seen a single one yet, though. Not one. I've seen tons of toilets. Oh shit. Take that, boys. Fuck you, California. It's your turn, Reno. We're gonna fuck you up now. What's the most modern Rampage game they've ever made? Yeah, I know the wolf stuff is normally your favorite. Oh, he died just as I turned it off. Rampage Wiki. Maybe then we'll find out the most modern one. Oh my god. These must be the ones you're talking about, Soren. What the fuck is this? Burn? Here's Ralph. I remember seeing Ralph in a different Rampage game. And the one that I don't think I ever played though. If they make another Rampage game, they gotta put Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as a playable character. Rampage franchise. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. 2018? Oh, that's the movie. All right, 2006. Rampage Total Destruction. Puzzle Attack. Boo. Rampage Through Time. Rampage 2 World Tour. I think I played this one. I think I did play this one. Or maybe it was this. I think it was Rampage World Tour in the arcade that I played once. I feel like maybe I played it in the arcade and not in on the NES. SNES. I mean, not on the Super and Nintendo 64. But I definitely don't remember Rampage Through Time, a puzzle attack game, or a Total Destruction. This is the Wii game that you were talking about. Yeah, it was an N64 game and a an arcade game. They need to make a new Rampage. They could probably make it for pennies. All right.
Oh!
What a pleasing coincidence to see you here, Zarek, or perhaps it's our destiny. After enjoying some idle chit-chat with Mr. Nagy, we were attempting to play a little word game that he taught to us. It is a game played by many Earth cultures called Shiritori Word Chain and Antakashiri, another name, whatever. The rules are simple. Choose a word that begins with the final sound of the previous word. Yet our attempts to play have all ended in failure. Oh, I was hoping I could say a word that ends with your. Alright, choose a word that begins. Oh. Why can't I say you're on? Because choose a word that begins with the final sound of the previous word, which would be your. So you could just say you're on. That'd be the way to start the game. We are most grateful. Then If we may be so bold, would you like to choose a word and let's just start the game? Game, whale, blade. Oh, that's hard. An interesting gambit. Oh no, just the D sound? Oh, really? I thought they meant like... Okay, yeah, I never mind. I didn't realize they meant just the single letter. How about district? It's strange how we don't seem to have a problem playing the game with you, but we're so unsuccessful when playing with others. Theorize, suggest. Well, that he said his word was district, so theorize is obviously the correct one. Suggest that other players didn't understand the rules. Say that all the players need to speak the same language. Theorize. The correct answer really is the second one. They don't speak the same language. We do not believe that was the issue. The Banan to whom we played quite confident that they understood the rules completely, and yet, oh, of course, how could we missed it? The answer is obvious. The players of the game weren't speaking entirely different languages. Indeedy-doo. All right. We'll finish this up. That's it for today, guys. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next time I stream, which will be tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. Be there, be square. I'm gonna head into Discord for movie night. You guys are great. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out while I played some Xenoblade Chronicles X and did nothing but ramble about random stuff and do heart to hearts. And that's the heart to hearts are the least enjoyable part of this game, really. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate that. You guys have a nice night and take care of yourselves. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.